Since I started posting about the Dark Enlightenment and the Heritage Foundation, I've been seeing a recurring comment. I don't support Trump or Vance, but I'd vote for Marco Rubio. He's the only one I trust. I get it, he's polished. But I'm making the case that Rubio is the engine of this administration, the operative dismantling government from within. Here are the receipts. In 2018, years before Project 2025, Rubio hired Heritage Action co-founder Mike Needham as chief of staff, plus founding staffer Dan Holler, while playing reasonable Republican on TV. Rubio was embedding the architects who built the 20,000 loyalist database now being installed across DC. Rubio is the vehicle for this centralization. At his peak, he held 4 positions simultaneously: Secretary of State, National Security Advisor, Acting Archivist, and the USAID Administrator. No oversight, no separation of powers. One man controlled the nation's history while running the agencies that create it. Last March, a USAID memo leaked while Rubio ran the agency. The directive: shred as many documents first and reserve burn bags for when the shredder needs a break. Legally, the archivist must investigate records destruction. Rubio was the archivist. He never investigated his own agency, ignoring explicit warnings from House Democrats. He didn't sit on his hands either. Rubio oversaw the firing of over 250 diplomats and 1,000 civil servants, replacing expertise with loyalty screenings. He gutted the Bureau of Democracy, cutting programs by 80%, and abolished the team tracking war crimes. European allies are now saying it. The United States is no longer a trustworthy ally. At USAID, he slashed 90% of staff and canceled 5,000 programs. When the Inspector General reported on food aid spoilage, Rubio fired him and physically escorted senior staff out. This wasn't budget cutting, it was erasure. He stepped down as archivist February 4th, handing the keys to James Byron, former CEO of the Nixon Foundation. They put a man trained in the legacy of the only president to resign over records in charge of our archives. Rubio controlled the records for a year, then left a secret keeper in charge of the purges starting yesterday. Rubio isn't the exception, he's the tool. Heritage built the machine, Rubio runs it. He's a chameleon using a suit to hide the burn bags. New firing regulations took effect yesterday. Rubio didn't flinch. Still trust him with your vote? Tell me in the comments. Follow and share and spread the word.